It's Gene here, and I want to share the heart behind the work I do and why it matters so much to me as a Christ follower. What I do isn't just a career of coaching or workforce development, but for me, really, it is my calling. This is my purpose. This is the ministry that God has placed me in. This is my mission field and my assignment. Now, I really believe this, that I believe that God places all of us in spaces and places where our faith and our work collide. It's a beautiful thing when our faith and work come together. And I believe that's God's purpose for all of us. Now, when it comes to that, walking with young adults is the assignment that I have. And I get to walk with young adults who have the drive, the grit, the God-given potential, but not always the access or opportunity. My ministry didn't end when I stepped off church staff. I think that's important for some of you to hear. It didn't end when I stepped off church staff. It really just simply shifted. Now it shows up in coaching conversations. I do ministry by helping students build confidence, partnering with employers, and really designing pathways that lead to real careers and real stability for our young adults. Now, here's the truth we can't ignore as Christ followers. Talent is evenly distributed by God, but opportunity is not. And as a Christ follower, I personally just can't see the gap and stay silent. And I realize that Jesus consistently moved towards the overlooked and underestimated, and he restored dignity, and he opened doors that many of society had closed. And if we really want to reflect his heart, then my work has to move towards young adults who've been pushed kind of to the margins. And that's the challenge, right? The gospel isn't only something we preach or we experience on a Sunday morning. It's something that we demonstrate. Helping someone gain stability, access, and dignity is one of the clearest, to me, expressions of God's love. That's what God does. That's the power of his gospel. That's justice. That's compassion. That's restoration. And when a young adult steps into a living wage career, it doesn't just change their life, but it impacts families and generations and entire communities. Like God is in the midst of what they do. That kind of sustainable change is kingdom work. Now, every time I help a young adult recognize their God-given value or prepare their future, I'm really watching ministry happen, not in a church building, but right in the middle of everyday life. Closing the opportunity divide is more than workforce development. And it's really what witness looks like. It's discipleship. It's God moving through us through action. It's the gospel lived out. This is why I do what I do. And this is the work I invite you to join me in, to continue to work to close the opportunity divide and be the greatest witness that God called us to in the world that we live, we work, and we learn. How? Not just with words, but with action. Let's together continue to close the opportunity divide. Thank you.